Welcome back, everybody, to our coverage of the Tata Steel Master. 3 rounds to go. And Peter Svidler, we are no longer alone. We have the best guest
world
you could possibly think of in this scenario. Daniil Dubov, welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
How are you feeling, Daniil?
Well, good enough. Yeah, I mean, if I wouldn't have tested positive, I would be ready to play. But you guys are the only people who can sort of talk to me even when I'm positive. Yes.
I don't know. I started coughing. I've been suspecting Peter for some days, but I don't think that's how Zoom works.
I am.
So there's so much to talk about. What's been happening with you? You play the tournament, everything is going on quote unquote normally, and then this story against Anish happened.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, if you are interested, nothing really changed in Wike. Like, it's up to you to consider it like positive or negative thing, but nothing really changed here. Yeah, with the lockdown, the place is even more, special, I would say. Yeah. Anyway, like I knew, I knew what I'm going to do, but it's. I mean, from the very start, it felt actually a bit weird because, like, I was supposed to play last year, and then at the very last moment, I had to cancel, and then I made a promise that okay, if I will manage, I'll play next year. If you will still want me, guys, and they said yes. And then now, I mean, it felt really kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, otherwise I would prefer not to play. Clearly, I have this Berlin coming. Also, we have Omicron. Basically, if you have a brain, it's kind of clear that you can get infected anywhere. And if you have this Grand Prix coming, which is very important, it's better to sort of not to take risks. But I mean, okay, like I promised, I decided to play whatever. Then it went by the worst possible scenario, because like first one of the people from my team got infected, so we had to spend like a lot of time, nerves and stuff to find a solution how to arrange the isolation and so on. But I was still negative. Still they said against Anish I have to play in the mask, which I thought was a bit like strange, because I've warned them many times that this is my only sort of strong position, that I'm not going to play in the mask. I think there are two reasons for it. Like, first of all, after all, it's like professional sport. We are playing these rated games, and it's not that you like gain all this rating and stuff to basically, to end up playing in some suboptimal conditions, I would say. And secondly, what I honestly don't get, you can call me an idiot and whatever, but I still think actually I did a good thing to Anish as well, because what I don't really get is that the way I see COVID, like you can't, you cannot really say me have COVID. Like, it's either you have it or not. Basically, if you don't have it, I think it's fine that you play without a mask. If you have it, like, do you really think like it's good enough protection for, I don't know, let's say a 7-hour game to only play in a mask? I'm not sure, actually. Like,
we have many trained virologists in the chat. I'm sure they will be able to fill in there. But just to be clear, I've seen you wearing a mask quite a bit. It's a difference wearing one when you go from A to B than playing a 6-hour game in a mask. Yeah, like...
No, it's not that I'm like exactly. It's not that I hate masks. My point is that basically when you need to wear it over the board, it basically becomes kind of impossible to play. So the legend of me being anti-vaxxer or whatever, it's not exactly true. Yeah, I was wearing a mask on my way, like from the board to the toilet, for instance, and everybody was required to do so, and this was fine. But at least over the board, I think you should be allowed to play without a mask, or you just don't play. This is my point. Like, if you think I'm that sort of close to be infected that I need to wear a mask, then I think it's better for everybody that I don't play. It's better, like for me, it's better for my opponents as well. And I didn't see anything. I didn't think it's like claiming a war or something. Yeah, I thought it's better for everybody, and I feel like that's what they thought too. Like if the guy can be actually infected, it's probably better if he skips the game. I mean, instead of playing this game in a mask. So yes, this was kind of fine. I mean, also clearly I wouldn't mind playing the game on the free day, but for some reason this was impossible. Like I don't know if it was Anish or it was something else. I honestly don't know, and I honestly don't care. But yeah, I mean, I thought okay, I'll skip one game. Also, it was a game with black pieces. Yeah, I mean, why not avoid it? I mean, I probably lost what's Anish. I mean, I lost some like EV of 0.7 evo point, but whatever. Yeah, then I continued playing, and then I tested positive. But the strange part is that we had to. I mean, I think I can tell you about this. It's not a secret. As far as I know, I mean, each player has to do the self-test before the round, and I mean, obviously, I kept doing them, and they were always negative. And then it was yesterday when I did the. I mean, I had to go for PCR in the morning, so I went. I went for PCR. As a result, had to come in the afternoon, but it came like way later. Then I did the self-test. It was negative again, and then like almost at night, they called me and said, "Congratulations, you're positive." Yeah, this is how it works. Yeah, I'm probably not the man to really kind of. You don't need to feel sorry. Yeah, I mean, I respect Sergey a lot, but I'm not kind of person who can say like I love being here. I'm very happy here, and then to make the short draws. Yeah, so I mean, I'll tell you the truth clearly. I was not exactly enjoying the tournament here, but I mean, it's not that I'm that much. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I mean, there are some upsides as well. Like I will not pretend I'm very, very disappointed, and like I wanted to play today, I wanted to play tomorrow. I mean, I wanted to play all the games in the world, and WAC is my favorite place in the world, and so on and so on. This is not exactly the case. Still, it's clearly unpleasant. What I still don't get is basically why. Like I'm probably a bit too harsh on it, but like in my opinion, it would be reasonable if we only do PCRs. If you test negative, you can just play the way you want, like with a mask, without mask, whatever. And if you don't, I mean, if you don't test negative, then you just don't play. This is my take. Yeah, I mean, I cannot force it or something, but I mean, to do the quick test and say it just works, and then let's wait for PCR and you can play wearing a mask for the moment is, I think, a bit strange in terms of logic. But again, I'm not insisting. Yeah, I mean, I was not really arguing the reactions before they wanted me to play in the mask, and also the way I see it, it's not that they really wanted me to play in the mask, but they could not really allow me to do the opposite because of some new government rules or whatever. So yeah, this is the story. Like I'm really worried about not making it to Berlin now. Which starts in about a week. But for the moment, I feel like, I mean, they say I'm kind of favorite to be in time. But yeah,
I need this. You just stay in the Netherlands and wait till you test negative and then go to Berlin, or how do you approach it? Like,
it really depends, actually. Like, first of all, I did this PCR a few hours ago. I actually don't know what happens if it's negative. Yeah, maybe yesterday was just a mistake. Maybe I'm fine. Maybe I'll just play with white tomorrow and then I'll test positive again. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I honestly don't know. Yeah, but the plan A was basically yes to wait for the negative test and then to go to Berlin.
But there is no like set amount of days of quarantine you need to spend in the Netherlands after the first positive test.
I'm not sure. Once again, the way I understood, it has to be like 5 or 7 days since you felt the first symptoms. Then I don't know. I mean, I still feel great, but if you look at my games against Jordan and Grandelios, it's very symptomatic, no?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it really depends on the way on where you start counting, and it seems to be a very flexible thing. I mean, I will not pretend I sort of learned all the details, but it seems to be very flexible actually. So the main thing you need is to test negative, and then it feels like you can basically, I don't know, find ways. What they say is that it normally shouldn't take more than a week, and then if it's exactly a week, I think I'm in time. But again, we'll see.
Yeah, it's kind of touch and go because your first round is on the 4th, and it's if there's any kind of a set number of days you need to spend after the first positive test, it becomes kind of tricky. But obviously, like if you don't know the exact regulations, I have never even seen the beginning of the exact regulations, so I have no idea.
I mean, at least the Grand Prix team were one of the first people to hear about this result from me, and the negotiating felt inspiring, I would say. Like, I cannot share all the details, but yeah, I mean, it feels like I will manage.
Okay.
Yeah, but this clearly requires me, recovering in a speedy way. Yeah, which I don't know how to do, but I mean, it's even weird when you don't even feel the problem. Yeah, when you feel shaky, I mean, at least you want this to go away. Yeah, but when you don't, you don't really know what you're waiting for, sort of. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah.
You probably don't know yourself. Would there be a way, if you don't clear in time, that you play the second and third Grand Prix because everyone plays 2 out of 3 instead of the first? Is that an option at all?
Well, I think it requires someone to play the first tournament instead of which will probably never happen. But yeah, again, I mean, at least the Grand Prix is arranged by the people I know, and in general, they have always been reasonable in negotiating. Yes, I think if there is a way, we will find it. If there will be no way, then tough luck. Yeah, there is not much to do about it. But the upside, okay, I mean, I don't want to pretend. I mean, the fact that I don't need to play today is clearly an upside.
Yeah, I understand nobody really wants to do that because I mean we have you here and you are, spitting straight fire here. But shall we discuss the positions a little bit?
Yeah, that would be very nice.